G'day, mates. Welcome to Voyage Vault, your ultimate guide to the world's most incredible travel destinations. Today, we're heading down under to explore the top 10 destinations in Australia, a land of boundless beauty, wild adventures, and laid-back charm. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the rugged outback, Australia is a country that will capture your heart and leave you longing for more. So, grab your sunnies, slap on some sunscreen, and join us on a journey through the land of Oz. First up on our list is Sydney, the vibrant, cosmopolitan heart of Australia. This stunning harbour city is famous for its iconic opera house, with its soaring white sails that seem to dance in the sunlight. But there's so much more to Sydney than just its world-famous landmark. Take a stroll through the historic Rocks district, where you can explore the city's convict past and indulge in some of the best pubs and restaurants in town. Or head to Bondi Beach, where you can soak up the sun, catch some waves, and mingle with the bronzed and beautiful locals. For a taste of nature, don't miss the Royal Botanic Garden, a lush oasis in the heart of the city. And if you're feeling adventurous, take a thrilling climb to the top of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Just don't look down. But perhaps the best way to experience Sydney is from the water. Take a ferry ride across the harbour, past the Opera House and under the bridge, and watch as the city skyline unfolds before you. It's a view that will take your breath away, and maybe even make you consider moving to Australia for good. Next on our list is the Great Barrier Reef, a natural wonder so incredible, it can be seen from space. This 2,300-kilometer stretch of coral reef is home to an astonishing array of marine life, from colorful fish and sea turtles to giant clams and manta rays. The best way to experience the Great Barrier Reef is by getting up close and personal with it. Strap on a snorkel or scuba gear and dive into the crystal-clear waters, where you'll find yourself surrounded by a kaleidoscope of color and life. It's like swimming in the world's largest aquarium, only better. For a different perspective, take a scenic flight over the reef and marvel at the intricate patterns and textures of the coral formations below. Or head to one of the many island resorts that dot the reef, where you can relax on pristine white sand beaches and indulge in some serious pampering. But the Great Barrier Reef is more than just a pretty face, it's also a crucial ecosystem that supports an incredible diversity of life. So, as you explore this underwater wonderland, remember to tread lightly and do your part to protect this fragile and precious resource for generations to come. In the heart of Australia's red centre lies Uluru, a massive sandstone monolith that rises majestically from the desert floor. This sacred site is deeply revered by the local Anangu people, who have called this land home for thousands of years. The best way to experience Uluru is by walking around its base, a 10-kilometer journey that will take you through a landscape of red dirt, ancient rock formations, and twisted desert oaks. Along the way, you'll discover sacred sites, rock art, and waterholes, each with its own story to tell. For a truly unforgettable experience, visit Uluru at sunrise or sunset, when the changing light transforms the rock into a glowing, fiery spectacle. It's a sight that will stay with you long after you've left the outback. But Uluru is more than just a pretty rock, it's also a place of deep cultural significance. To truly appreciate this sacred site, take a guided tour with a local Anangu guide, who will share the stories, songs, and secrets of this ancient landscape. And if you're really lucky, you might even spot some of the outback's famous wildlife, like the elusive dingo or the majestic wedge-tailed eagle. Just remember to keep your distance, this is their home, after all. If Sydney is Australia's glamorous harbour city, then Melbourne is its cool, cultured cousin. This vibrant metropolis is famous for its laneways and alleys, each one packed with hidden bars, street art, and culinary delights. Start your day with a flat white at one of Melbourne's famous cafes, then head to the National Gallery of Victoria to admire some of Australia's finest art. Or take a stroll through the Royal Botanic Gardens, a lush oasis in the heart of the city. For a taste of Melbourne's famous food scene, head to the Queen Victoria Market, where you can sample everything from artisanal cheeses to fresh oysters. Or grab a seat at one of the city's many laneway bars, where you can sip craft cocktails and rub elbows with the locals. But Melbourne isn't just about food and drink, it's also a city of culture and creativity. Catch a show at one of the city's many theatres, or head to the famous Melbourne cricket ground to watch an Aussie rules football match. And if you're feeling adventurous, take a day trip out to the Yarra Valley, where you can sample some of Australia's finest wines and indulge in a little bit of luxury. Just don't blame us if you end up staying longer than planned. Melbourne has a way of stealing your heart. For sun, surf, and endless fun, head to the Gold Coast, Australia's premier playground. This stretch of coastline is famous for its long, golden beaches, world-class surf breaks, and thrilling theme parks. Start your day with a sunrise surf session at Snapper Rocks, where you can catch some of the best waves in the country. Then head to the famous Surfers Paradise Beach, where you can soak up the sun, play some beach volleyball, or just people watch from one of the many cafes and bars that line the esplanade. For a thrill-seeking adventure, head to one of the Gold Coast's famous theme parks, like Dreamworld or Movie World. Here, you can ride roller coasters, meet your favorite movie characters, and indulge in some serious adrenaline-pumping fun. But the Gold Coast isn't just about beaches and theme parks, it's also home to some of Australia's most stunning natural wonders. Take a hike through the lush rainforests of the hinterland, or explore the crystal-clear waters of Tamborine Mountain. And if you're looking for a little bit of luxury, head to one of the Gold Coast's many 5-star resorts, where you can indulge in a spa treatment, play a round of golf, or simply relax by the pool with a cocktail in hand. Just don't forget to apply sunscreen. The Gold Coast sun can be fierce. For a true wilderness adventure, head to Kakadu National Park, a vast, rugged landscape of wetlands, waterfalls, and ancient rock art. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to an incredible array of wildlife, from crocodiles and buffalo to wallabies and wild horses. The best way to explore Kakadu is by taking a guided tour with a local indigenous guide, who can share the stories, culture, and secrets of this ancient land. Marvel at the stunning rock art at Ubea, some of which dates back over 20,000 years. Or take a cruise along the yellow water Billabong, where you can spot crocodiles basking on the banks and birds flocking to the water's edge. For a truly unforgettable experience, take a scenic flight over the park and marvel at the vast expanse of wilderness below. Or hike to the top of Jim Jim Falls, where you can cool off in the crystal-clear waters of the plunge pool. But Kakadu isn't just about natural beauty, it's also a place of deep cultural significance. Learn about the park's indigenous history at the Warrajan Cultural Centre, or attend a traditional cultural performance at the Boali Visitor Centre. And if you're really lucky, you might even spot some of Kakadu's most famous residents, the saltwater crocodiles that call this park home. Just remember to keep your distance, these prehistoric predators are not to be messed with. For a taste of Australia's wild and rugged side, head to Tasmania, an island state off the southern coast of the mainland. This remote and untamed wilderness is home to some of the country's most stunning natural wonders, from the towering sea cliffs of the Tasman Peninsula to the pristine beaches of the Bay of Fires. Start your Tasmanian adventure in Hobart, the state's charming capital city. Here, you can explore the historic waterfront, sample the local seafood, and visit the famous Museum of Old and New Art, MONA, a must-see for any art lover. But the real beauty of Tasmania lies beyond the city limits. Take a hike through the rugged wilderness of Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair National Park, where you'll find yourself surrounded by towering peaks, crystal-clear lakes, and ancient rainforests. Or explore the stunning coastline of Freycinet National Park, home to the famous Wineglass Bay, a perfect crescent of white sand and turquoise water. For a true wilderness experience, head to the remote and untouched Southwest National Park, where you can hike through pristine forests, spot rare and endangered wildlife, and truly disconnect from the outside world. And if you're a foodie, don't miss the chance to sample some of Tasmania's famous local produce, from the creamy cheeses of Bruny Island to the fresh oysters of Coffin Bay. Trust us, your taste buds will thank you. For a true outback adventure with a twist, head to Broome, a remote and rugged town on the northwest coast of Australia. This former pearling port is famous for its stunning cable beach, where you can ride camels along the sand at sunset and watch as the sky turns a fiery red. But there's more to Broome than just its famous beach. Take a scenic flight over the horizontal falls, a natural wonder where the tides create a waterfall effect as they rush through narrow gorges. Or explore the rugged beauty of the Kimberley region, home to towering red cliffs, ancient rock art, and crystal-clear swimming holes. For a taste of Broome's multicultural history, visit Chinatown and learn about the town's purling past, or attend a cultural performance by the local indigenous community. And don't miss the chance to sample some of Broome's famous local seafood, from the succulent barramundi to the creamy pearl meat. But perhaps the best way to experience Broome is by simply slowing down and embracing the laid-back lifestyle of the tropics. Sip a mango beer at a beachside bar, watch the sunset from a camel's back, or simply lay back and soak up the sun on the pristine sands of Cable Beach. In Broome, life moves at a different pace, and that's just the way the locals like it. For a true wildlife adventure, head to Kangaroo Island, a pristine wilderness off the coast of South Australia. This remote and rugged island is home to an incredible array of native animals, from the iconic kangaroos and koalas to the rare and endangered sea lions and birds. The best way to explore Kangaroo Island is by taking a guided tour with a local wildlife expert who can help you spot some of the island's most elusive creatures in their natural habitat. Marvel at the playful antics of the sea lions at Seal Bay, or watch as the kangaroos and wallabies graze on the grassy plains of Flinders Chase National Park. But Kangaroo Island isn't just about the wildlife, it's also home to some of Australia's most stunning natural wonders. Take a hike through the rugged wilderness of remarkable rocks, where you'll find yourself surrounded by towering granite boulders that have been sculpted by the wind and sea over millions of years. Or explore the underground caves of Kelly Hill, where you can marvel at the delicate stalactites and stalagmites that have formed over centuries. And if you're a foodie, don't miss the chance to sample some of Kangaroo Island's famous local produce, from the creamy sheep's cheese to the succulent Ligurian honey. Trust us, your taste buds will thank you. Last but not least on our list is Byron Bay, a laid-back surfing town on the northern coast of New South Wales. This bohemian paradise is famous for its stunning beaches, colourful markets, and vibrant music scene, making it the perfect destination for anyone looking to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. Start your day with a sunrise surf session at the pass, where you can catch some of the best waves in the country. Then head to the famous Byron Bay Lighthouse, where you can take in the stunning coastal views and maybe even spot some whales or dolphins playing in the waves below. For a taste of Byron Bay's famous food scene, head to the weekly farmers market, where you can sample everything from fresh organic produce to artisanal cheeses and breads. Or grab a seat at one of the town's many vegetarian and vegan cafes, where you can indulge in some seriously delicious plant-based cuisine. But perhaps the best way to experience Byron Bay is by simply embracing the laid-back lifestyle of the locals. Take a yoga class on the beach, browse the colorful stalls at the monthly arts and crafts market, or simply lay back and soak up the sun on the pristine sands of Main Beach. And if you're feeling adventurous, take a day trip out to the nearby hinterland, where you can explore the lush rainforests, swim in the crystal-clear waterfalls, and truly connect with nature. In Byron Bay, life is all about slowing down, letting go, and embracing the simple pleasures of life. And there you have it, mates, Voyage Vault's top 10 destinations in Australia. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the remote wilderness of Tasmania, this incredible country has something for everyone. Whether you're a thrill seeker, a nature lover, or simply looking to escape the stresses of everyday life, Australia is the perfect destination for your next adventure. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, grab your sunscreen, and get ready to experience the magic of the land down under. Trust us, you won't regret it. Until next time, happy travels from all of us at Voyage Vault.